Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing afternoon update. Gold, huge day down today, capitulated down. I believe it was a great buying opportunity, and I indeed did buy more because I am a long-term hodler of that. And I just buy when the fear is in the market. And I say thank you. Yes, I'm getting hammered the last few months in it, but I'm not selling. I get paid dividends, and I buy every dip. So after $100 down in the past 3 trading days, what does old Vincenzo do? Old Vincenzo buys, and he buys big, right? And we're going to continue to buy until we find the bottom, and then we'll buy some more. Now, Bitcoin, to me, looks like it's topping out now. We had our watch up here in our exclusive wavy line pattern. We had our top here. If we zoom out to make it super simple and easy to trade this manipulated market, we had our long-term, one of them, support and resistances right there. We had our big rising wedge. This is how we diagnosed, sniffed out, and detected the pattern was going to crash and was reversing, because with our industry exclusive line tool, often you notice a rounding top as the buyers or the bulls become exhausted and the sellers or the bears take over the market and the price is going to come down. That's one of the things that gave that away. And now if we look at this with the volume, we see, I get that down and out, move that down there, squeeze that, bam. The volume, yeah, they were bigger volume candles right there, these two, but they still weren't that impressive in the weekly. And then if we zoom in, the super simple and easy, that's why we always start from the far out time frames and move in, so you can know where you came from in order to try to understand and forecast where you're going, because you can't forecast where you're going if you don't know where you came from and how you got to where you're at. Now, you see this is a much bigger rising wedge that looks awfully similar to what we just looked at the top of the, when we figured out this was going to roll over on itself. You can see we make these bigger because these are, actually make these the biggest because these are the most in play. We'll go with that color because I like that color. There. And you can see it's coming up against that $45,968.69 that we forecasted from way back there, where we told you there was a pump coming near 40,000, right? And then we had our first one right here, and now our last, or maybe our last one. And we said we put a Vincenzo's watch out right in this area today to see, as we zoom in, super simple, easy ways to trade this market and technical analysis. Industry exclusive Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing. We said to watch as it interacts with this upper support line and resistance now, or resistance now support. And this would be a good spot to probably watch it top out and roll over. And it looks to me like it's topping out. And the first move down will probably bring it to the 25-day moving average, then come up and get rejected, and then drop to the 50, and then the 100 real quick, and then you're going to bounce to the 200, right? So within a day after you break this, you're going to crash real quick down to the underneath 200, which is about $40,000. So if I had to put a price target on the first drop down, I would say you're coming down here to $39,981 on your first big pullback. And then your technical target is the bottom of the wedge. And where do the wedge technically start? With our industry exclusive box, the wedge started right there between 34,000 and on the upper end 37,000. So it's got to come in there. And I believe that's where you're going to come very, very quickly, right? In Bitcoin, I think you're in a rising wedge, and I believe you overshot, and you're going to do something like this, and then you're going to end up starting to come down. I believe this is what you're sort of doing. over the next few weeks, as you are in a topping reversal pattern. And I think this is how the market structure is going to go. And like we know, like we've been saying, you have to come down here and touch your first lower support in the next 15 days. You got to go from here to there in 15 days. So Vincenzo's calling for a 40% crash in the next 21 days in Bitcoin. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace and love. Peace and love.